prefixes, phrasal verbs. Where's the video? Word formation and rephrasing. Oh yeah, here we are. In previous classes, we covered what is a phrase. Can you tell me, do you remember what a phrase is? Does anybody remember what a phrase is? It's over here. 120. No? Nobody remembers? Okay, in that case, let's review. Phrases. What is a phrase? In general, the word phrase means a phrase, or by, let's check the definition in the dictionary. In grammar. Okay, help me with the definition. Carlita.
Yes, teacher. A1, grammar, a small group of words, usually without a finite verb, that together have a particular meaning and that typically form part of a sentence. The green car and on Friday morning are phrases.
Correct. The green car. This is an interesting example. The green car is a part of a sentence. You see, it's not a sentence. It's only a section of it. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Oh, Isaac is there. Hello, Isaac. Are you there?
Yes.
Yeah. Perfect. Ah, this Friday, right? On Friday, you are together
Almost every day.
almost every day. Fantastic. Well, on Friday is like the rule. I have
It's more
noticed.
common because we don't have nothing to do tomorrow. Well, we have things to do, but we don't have to wake up early.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. Okay. Anyway, the phrase and the sentence are two different things because we need to understand the difference because that's gonna help us divide the language into segments. Okay. I am going to teach you how to divide language into segments so it's better and easily understood. In previous classes, we have focused a lot on verb phrases, the auxiliary, the time expression, the ing, etc. This group of words that comprise the verb. And in the listening, we usually start with the verb. Well, the idea is that when you are listening, you know how to divide a complex sentence into smaller phrases. I repeat, the idea is that you divide complex sentences into smaller phrases. So let's take an example using the two words that we have here. Okay. And let's say, for example, I'm going to use this board. The green car and on Friday morning. I'm going to build a sentence using these two phrases. I have to use the green car on Friday morning because the other one was broken. Let's take this example and let's analyze it. The full thing, all this section is a sentence. Okay? And if you're talking about the division of this sentence, the first thing that we need to understand when we are listening is the
verb.
very good, Carlita. In this case, the verb, and always, most of the cases, the verb is not only one word. Remember? So what would be the verb in this case? Jessica, what is the verb in this sentence?
Have to use.
Very good. So you remember that lesson. This is what we called a verb phrase. Because by definition, a verb phrase is a group of words that together comprise the verb. If you find the verb phrase, it's easy to identify the subject and it's easy to identify the complement. The question is, what happens to the rest? The rest of the expression, you can partition the rest of the sentence in smaller sections too. In this case, you have all this section, and I'm going to color it in color blue. That corresponds to grammatically, no, by colors, this is a noun. By definition, taking the same definition as verb phrase, we can make a definition for noun phrase. Can you tell me a definition for noun phrase, Elsie, following the same pattern? Is Elsie there? Okay, Elsie is not there. So, Isaac, can you tell me a definition for noun phrase? Following the same pattern?
Mm, It's a group of words that together uh, I think it is the same, no? Just
Yes.
comprise the subject or
Oops, that's the it's not a
the
subject.
noun.
Exactly. And I will say not the noun. I'm going to say a noun because
A
usually
noun.
the verb phrase is only one verb in a sentence. But in a sentence, you can have 2, 3 nouns, 4 nouns, 6 nouns, etc.
Hmm.
So precisely, these words together are a phrase. Now, here is when we are going to make the distinction between noun and subject and object. These are not the same, eh? These are different. And the difference is that the subject and object represent the relation between the relationship between a noun and a verb. A noun is just a noun with no context. A noun is only a name of words, a name of things. This a noun is a name. And a subject and an object is a relationship between a noun and a verb. And this is important because we are going to understand the difference between the green car as a noun phrase and in relation to the verb, it is an object. Attention. Object, and this is a subject.
I get it.
Now you get it?
Yeah.
This is going to be super important because when you detect the verb phrase in an audio, you can identify the subject. And if it's transitive, you will be able to identify the object too. Does anybody have a question here? Because I am using too much grammar. All the grammar that I never used in the previous classes, I am using it right now. So question.
No, teacher.
What about Carlita? What about Jessie?
No.
Could you please repeat the part of the noun phrase?
Sure. Noun phrase. A noun phrase is a group of words that together comprise a noun. So everything that has a relation to the noun as a unit is part of a noun phrase. In this case, we have, for example, the word green. And green is an adjective describing the car immediately before it. So noun phrases include adjectives before the noun, articles, a and the, quantifiers, like some, any, much, many, etc. And usually it's necessary that it ends in a noun. If it doesn't have a noun, it's not a noun phrase.
Okay, thanks. It was Silvana's question, but you know that she's shy and she
She's shy.
didn't want to say anything.
No problem. It's a normal issue at the beginning, but then it disappears. This is the beginning. This is the introduction to phrases. What we need to do is to know how to divide the rest of the expressions that we have here. Because the rest of the sentence has divisions too. And you will improve your listening if you know how to divide your sentence thinking in English. If you continue thinking in Spanish, you will never catch this information and you will get confused with the listening. That's the reason we get lost in phrases and sentences. When we are writing, when we are speaking, and when we are listening, phrases can make us understand segments into chunks. It's easier. Technically, I am teaching you chunks. Words that usually go together. Does it make sense? So what I'm going to do in this moment is to teach you how to divide the rest. Let's erase this section and let me we are going to divide the rest of the information. Oops. That's it. I had to use the green card on Friday morning because no. The rest of the information is ready. Here we are. Let's divide the rest of the information. This. If we are talking about time expressions, in previous classes, we saw a specific word that describes the when, the why, the how, and the when, why, where a verb happens. Who remembers? What word is this? Anyone?
Is it a preposition? No.
Prepositions, they describe the position of nouns, but they don't describe the when.
Okay, okay.
Another?
Now let me think.
Sure. What about Jesse? What about Elsie? Where is Elsie? I miss her so much. Palita, do you know? This word describes the when, the why, and the how.
I am trying to remember, teacher,
I am
because
trying.
yes, because we read this topic
Yeah,
in
exactly.
one-to-one classes. Yes.
Recently. Try to remember, check it. What about Silvana? What about yes? Come on, come on. There is an extra points in game.
Extenders, teacher?
Extenders, no. No, they are not. Extenders don't describe. Extenders extend the noun.
Yes.
Precisely, so that will be a different. It's a description. Remember, there is a description in game. No extra point. Isaac, do you know?
No, I am thinking. I was thinking about the adjectives, but they describe the noun. No, so no.
You are very close. There is another description in grammar. Adjectives are one. The other are.
I don't remember.
In this case, I'm going to give you the answer. It's color purple for adverbs.
Silvana just said that, but you know that she doesn't want to participate.
Yes, I know. It's shy, but she's doing great. Adverbs, and in this case, adverb phrases. Or let's go like this. Adverbs describe the when and the why and the how and the where a verb happens. An adverb phrase is a group of words that together comprise an adverb. So in this case, what part of the sentence? Oh, she's on the highway. Okay, that makes sense. What part of the sentence describes the time? Jesse,
Part?
what part of the sentence describe the when?
On Friday, Monday.
That is correct. This is what we call an adverb phrase. Ta-da! So adverb phrases include yesterday, tomorrow, next class, on Friday morning, in the night, tomorrow evening, the next time I see you, last Christmas, I don't know. Everything that is the when is an adverb phrase, and it's important to identify the phrase because they have a usual position. So when you are not locating the information, you can identify and separate and discriminate sections that are not necessary. You see? If it's not relevant to know the adverb phrase for the information I have in the exam, I can eliminate the adverb phrase. I can continue checking the rest of the information. Or the opposite, if it's necessary to know when, then I look for the adverb phrase exclusively. I hunt. Do you know what is hunt?
Hunt? Like my hunter? No. Yes.
Hunt.
Yes, is like. Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
I need to hunt the adverb phrase if it's necessary in the exam. In the exam, you have, when did the person do this? I need to detect the adverb phrase. How does she feel with this? I need to detect the adverb phrase. Where was the person when this occurred? I need to understand the adverb phrase. So phrases help me discriminate the information to detect the correct answer. And that's it. That's technically the phrases that I need you to understand today. Verb phrases, adverb phrases, and noun phrases. With this, you can pass the exam easily. And we are going to put this into practice watching the video that we have ready for today, which was the one from IKEA. Okay, let's watch it together. I'm going to ask you a question. And then we are going to try to find the answer by discriminating phrases. 1, 2, 3, action.
You know, they don't tell you don't lay on the bed. You're supposed to lay on the bed.
If you've ever visited an IKEA, you've likely encountered their store's endlessly winding floor plan. This layout can be confusing, but that is by design. IKEA may be the biggest furniture retailer on the planet, but it's certainly not conventional. The Swedish furniture giant asks its customers to build their own products, and it stores and distributes those products in minimalist flat-packed boxes. So, how have these retail strategies, as well as their famous Swedish meatballs, contributed to the company's runaway success? This is the economics of IKEA, a look at the innovative business practices that have transformed modern life.
When you step into an IKEA, you immediately sort of are put into this maze-like path of different rooms.
IKEA's store layout is a fixed path design, which means there's a designated road that all customers must follow that guides you through the store in one direction.
It's not a grab a carton of milk and get out kind of store. It's the opposite of that. It's very much set up to spend a day, think about rooms, dream about what you really want your bedroom to look like.
The floor plan of most IKEA stores resembles a maze that curves about every 50 feet to keep customers curious about what comes next. Since an average IKEA store is around 300,000 square feet, or 5 American football fields, that means a lot of walking.
An IKEA is, to some, frustratingly winding. But really, it's laid out as an experience to get you to buy more.
IKEA is famous for putting its customers to work. Unlike most furniture retailers that sell products pre-assembled, many of IKEA's pieces have to be built by their customers. But why? As many couples and their therapists well know, building your own IKEA cabinet can be challenging.
The big idea behind the IKEA effect is consumers are more attached, have more positive feelings towards objects or things that we've put effort into, and that we actually think that they're more valuable because of that.
The term IKEA effect was first coined in 2011 by researchers who noticed a similar phenomena in other products and businesses. When instant cake mixes were first introduced in the 1950s, they didn't sell well.
And then they said, let's add a fresh egg. It was this idea that we want to feel like we're just participating enough to not feel guilty about taking a shortcut.
Oh yes, the IKEA effect. Questions? Let's practice. Question number 1 goes like this. What's IKEA's layout like? What are the displayed rooms for? How's IKEA layouted built? And why the customers think IKEA products are more valuable? This segment is going to be easier, and this answer is going to be easier to easily found if you focus on the structure and the phrases. So let's begin with number 1. What's IKEA layout like? Let's begin with Carlita.
And its store strategy, a look at the innovative business practices that have transformed modern life.
When you step into an IKEA, you immediately sort of are put into this maze-like path of different rooms.
IKEA's store layout is a fixed path design, which means there's a designated road that all customers must follow that guides you through the store in one direction.
Action, Carlita.
I didn't catch very well, teacher, about the layout part.
Okay.
Can
Well, you can
you
find the verbs. Do you remember any verb?
In the first part, the song.
Okay, what else?
Think, maybe,
Okay,
and only this teacher. I
let's
think.
listen again because I don't remember a thing, you know.
Okay.
So let's. Yeah. Let's go again.
IKEA's store layout is a fixed path design, which means there's a designated road that all customers must follow that guides you through the store in one direction.
Is and follow.
Follow is correct.
Verb.
Correct, and that's it. Those are only two verbs.
I listen is teacher, but I understand that it's incorrect, right?
You said is?
Yes.
Ah, yes, at the beginning. No,
Mhm.
yes, you're correct. Mhm. Yes. I think when you hear is, you'd remember the subject, right?
I'm not sure.
Oh, in this case, let's listen again.
Mhm.
Designated road. IKEA's store layout is a fixed path design, which means there's a designated road that all customers must follow that guides you through the store in one direction.
IKEA is. No. IKEA is a no. IKEA is. Sorry, teacher. I am not.
Okay.
Yes, only is this.
Can you repeat what you heard?
IKEA is.
Okay, so then we have IKEA, ellipsis, is.
Okay.
Can you repeat?
No. Okay, teacher.
Right? That's it. Okay, you found two verbs and the first subject. That's okay. Let's continue now with Jessie.
Road. IKEA's store layout is a fixed path design, which means there's a designated road that all customers must follow that
I am not sure. I am not sure. Fixed. Fixed.
Fixed or fixed? What do you listen?
Fixed.
And if you listen fixed, don't say fixed. Remember, English is an imitation game. If you listen fixed, never say fixed.
I listen. Fixed.
And that's correct.
Okay.
Mhm. What else? That's it. Perfect. Second play. No problem.
path design, which means
Different rooms.
IKEA's store layout is a fixed path design, which means there's a designated road that all customers must follow that guides you through the store in one direction.
No, teacher. I am focused. I am focusing the verbs, but I don't get.
You don't get the verb? Okay. Did you find the verb follow, for example?
Yes,
And who follows?
customers follow.
Exactly. Exactly. Follows or follow?
Customers follow.
Interesting. Let's check it out again, okay? Final play.
IKEA's store layout is a fixed path design, which means there's a designated road that all customers must follow that guides you through the store in one direction.
Yes, I think I follow.
Who follows?
Mm, I am not sure, but I have other sentence.
Okay.
The guy, another word, one direction.
Okay. Give me the full sentence so I know where to write those words.
I don't have the full sentence.
I mean, I know, but you have this information. So tell me where shall I include your words?
Okay. I think after follow,
Oh, good idea.
follow the guy,
Okay. Sounds similar.
face one direction.
Uh-huh. Exactly. That's important. It's if you're going to tell me additional information, tell me the previous information you remember so I know where to write because I don't know if I need to write it at the beginning or in the middle, at the end, or where.
Okay.
That's good. Okay, next. Go, Silvana.
It's
All customers out.
Okay.
path
What
of
happened?
room.
IKEA's store
Where
layout
did
is
you
a fixed
start the video?
Because I want you to hear again.
So that's my first track or something?
Okay, do you have any additional information?
Yeah.
cool.
IKEA's store layout. It's a fixed path design, which means there's a designated road that all customers
Yes.
must follow. Follow. I don't know. I don't remember that word, but I think that is that
Yes.
guides you in one direction.
Good, 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 good. You are very, very close. Say that again.
Okay.
Mhm.
And IKEA's store layout. It's a fixed path.
You have double subject.
So it's only
Exactly.
is a fixed path design,
Nice.
which means
Mhm. And this is the second verb.
there's a
There's a,
designated
there's the designated.
a road
Mhm.
that all customers there's customers. Okay. Must follow. That guides you in one direction.
One direction. Okay, I want you to listen again and confirm your prepositions and some details that are there. 1, 2, 3, action.
Path of different rooms.
IKEA's store layout is a fixed path design, which means there's a designated road that all customers must follow that guides you through the store in one direction.
I think it's not that, it's that. Sorry, it's that.
But I don't know which one. Again, similar to Jesse, give me a complete idea so I can know what part you mean.
I'm sorry, I didn't write anything because I thought that it was all good.
Exactly. It's not yet not covered it. And still you said, I think it's that, but where? Tell me the full sentence so I know where, what part you mean.
Can I listen the audio again?
Sure. Okay, let's listen again. But first, let's go to Jessie because she's here. Hello, Jess. Good night.
Hello, Mr. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, everyone. I will the attendance, please. Is here Jessie? Hello, Jessie. Good night.
Hello, good night.
Thank you. Elsie. Hi, Elsie. Good night.
Elsie sí está aquí, pero está viendo la clase.
Hi, yes. Thank you. Denise? Hello, Denise. Good night.
Hello, Jessie. Good night.
Thank you. And Silvana. Hello, Silvana. Good night.
Hello, Jessie, good night.
Thank you. Are you there, Isaac?
Hello, yes, I'm here.
Thank you, Isaac. So thank you, everyone. Have a good night and good weekend.
Thank you.
You too, thank you.
Happy
welcome.
weekend. Okay, listen again, Silv. 1, 2, 3, action.
Road, IKEA's store layout is a fixed path design, which means there's a designated road that all customers must follow that guides you through the store in one direction.
Through the store in one direction.
Can you repeat that?
Give me a moment.
Okay.
I'm writing the idea.
Mhm.
IKEA's store layout is a fixed path design, which means there's a designated road that all customers must follow that guides you through the store in one direction.
Fantastic. That's correct. Good job. Now it's complete.
Teacher, I have a question.
Yes, brother.
Is it after the part that says road that all customers must follow? Is it that, or I think that I hear they guide you through through the store? It's missing the store. I think yeah, no.
Yes, the store.
Oh, like must follow, they guide you?
Like there is a period, and then they guide you through the store in one direction, but I'm not sure.
It sounds weird. If there's a period, it's possible. But if it's not, I think it's not possible because I remember a guides with an S,
Okay,
you know, but let me check.
Yeah. Road that all customer layout is a fixed path design, which means there's a designated road that all customers must follow that guides you through the store in one direction.
Because of the verb ending in S, the only solution is a that.
Okay, yeah.
That's the only the reason.
Okay.
But there
Thanks.
you have it. Good job. Taking the analysis that we were following at the beginning of the class, we have the following notes. The verbs is, means, and follow are right here. Means. Aquí es. No. Is means follow. And actually is must follow. Because remember, you were talking about verb phrases. Groups of words that together comprise the verb. Then
guides is also a verb, no?
yes, that guides is an extender.
Yeah.
Here you have an extension of the word. Good job. Correct. That should be a third verb, no? Means, follow, and guides. Then you have each verb have subjects and objects. These can be groups of words. For example, you have color blue. IKEA's store layout is the subject, is a fixed fact design. A fixed fact design is another noun phrase. If you memorize using an a and then design, you can put this group together. I understand that some of you are still thinking in units, only single words. And if you think in single words, that's the reason these audios are very difficult for you. You need to group words like this. When you detect an a, it's very possible that you are going to face a noun phrase. So take that as a tip. Which is an extender. The extender of design, we are going to talk about extenders. Extenders. We're going to study extenders later, which means there is a designated road again. We have another noun. That extenders, all customers is another noun, must follow. That extender, and then we have you, which is a subject, through the store. Through the store is something called, is something called a prepositional phrase, because through is a preposition. We are going to study prepositional phrases too. In one direction is where we are, which is a
Adverb.
exactly. When I hear an American person speaking, I hear colors instead of words, instead of single words.
What a weird person.
What a what?
Weird person.
What a weird person. Yes, I hear colors and it sounds blurred. Every word that a person says is, if you identify words by words, you are thinking in basic translations, word by word, English translation, from Spanish to English. If I think in groups of words, I will consider and divide the segments, and it becomes easier to identify specific information, discriminate sections, and eliminate unnecessary words. If I ask you, where does IKEA store layout guide me? I repeat, where does IKEA store layout guide me? My answer is, it guides me through the store in one direction. So it becomes super easy to identify the answer to some questions if I identify the speaking by colors. So that's the way we are going to be studying texts and audios starting today. Do you have any question?
No, teacher.
No, super.
No.
Thank you.
Awesome. So remember, thinking colors, and I'll see you on Monday. Right?
Blue Monday.
Blue Monday. Excellent. See you guys.
See you. Thank you. Have a nice weekend.
You too.
Bye.